What's up, Florida fans, quarterback fans, or just college football fans in general? Welcome to another QB Spotlight video. And in this video, we're going to talk about Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson and break down his performance against a really good Utah defense, right? We're going to look at a few clips and kind of break them down into more detail. But before we get into those clips, I just want to talk about the game overall. But before we keep going, just consider subscribing to the channel if you look at any quarterback related content. We put up QB content throughout the week. With that said, let's get into it. And before we talk about Richardson, I just want to give some credit and some props to Cam Rising from Utah. What a hell of a performance. I know that the stats aren't like mind-boggling, right? But still had 90-something plus yards on the ground. Did good in the passing game, was 22 of 32. Had some just huge key throws. Did a fantastic job the entire game. And then it was just a hell of an interception by Florida at the end of the game to kind of wrap that game up. But besides that throw, I thought Cam Rising played phenomenal. I know Caleb Williams is getting a lot of love in the Pac-12 for being the best quarterback, but Cam Rising is right there too. I wouldn't crown Williams as the best quarterback in the Pac-12 quite yet because, man, Cam Rising, I'll take him on my team any day of the week. If y'all want a Cam Rising breakdown, y'all let me know, and we'll do that breakdown because I thought he played excellent, right? And I thought he really was going punch for punch and throw for throw with Florida and run for run with Richardson, right? I just think he did a great job. Anyways, not a video about him, but I just wanted to give him some credit because he played a hell of a game. With that said, let's talk Anthony Richardson. And only a second career start, huge environment. They were underdogs at home, only 2 points, but still they were underdogs at home against the 7th-ranked team in the nation. And he comes out and plays a pretty clean game at quarterback, right? Let's talk about the positive takeaways. My biggest takeaways, not even the athleticness and kind of the big plays, which we knew he was going to have, from the 40, 50-yard touchdown run, from the 2-point conversion where he made a defender jump in the air, spinned out and threw a completion. Those are awesome plays, right? And he's always going to be able to do that. But what really impressed me was a few things. There was one, he didn't really have any negative plays. We look at the stats here. You can see his stats. It was nothing like crazy alarming stats besides the rush yards, but he didn't have any negative plays. He didn't have any sacks, right? Look at that, no sacks. And a lot of that was because he was getting the ball out quick and because of his legs, of course. I know that, right? But still, he was getting the ball out quick. He knew the offense, right? The offense didn't look foreign to him. There were a few plays, and we'll get to that in a second. Number 2, obviously no negative plays, no sacks. And he looked sharp in the pocket. We're going to look at some of the big throws that he made on some big third downs as well from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. He was doing it all night. Had some really good throws on third down, but looked really sharp in the pocket. So those are the big takeaways. No negative plays, no sacks. Looked really sharp in the pocket. Of course, he made the athletic big plays, but we knew that was going to happen. And he just ran the offense efficiently. He looked like he really knew the offense. And he kept the offense out of bad situations. The few things you kind of want to work on: trust your first read. There are a few times, throughout the game where the read was there. He kind of came off real quick, right? Trust your first read, and then be patient to let the play develop. The announcers were even talking last night on some of the plays he scrambled on, where if he just waited just a second more, that a crosser is coming open or someone's going open to the flats, right? So those are the areas of improvement. But again, his second start, I think, of his career, and so you'll take some of those. And again, just because he didn't hit those throws, they weren't negative plays, right? Just some areas of improvement, which he'll get more and more as he plays. But overall, what a hell of a game, right? I know that the stats, he was 17 and 24, didn't even have 200 yards passing, but who cares, right? That the plays he made were timely, big-time plays. It was almost like an old SEC game. I say old, 10, 15 years ago, where it wasn't just like running up and down the field throwing the ball. So he did good for passing the ball, but also, of course, the big plays on the ground, and that was one of the factors we talked pregame of what we thought Richardson needed to do to have success against the Utah defense. It's exactly what he did: 100+ yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns on the ground, then made some great plays to escape pressure and get outside the pocket. So yes, the legs were huge. The legs were a big reason why they won, but I'd come back to being more impressed with just how he ran the offense and how efficient he looked in the pocket. And damn, he can rip that ball, can he? I mean, my gosh, absolute cannon. Okay, so I know you saw some clips here. We talked about the performance. We talked about the keys, the positive takeaways, and some areas of improvement. Let's look at just a few throws and really dive into why this was such a special throw. And I'm not going to look at the big running play or the athletic plays. I want to look at the plays in the pocket because I think those are the plays Florida fans could be excited about because Richardson's got a ton of talent and he showcased it that, hey, he's not necessarily a work in progress. Like, he's developed, right? So, okay, let's dive into some of the film and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, so here's a 3rd and 15 for Richardson. This was early in the game. I think this was a second drive, I believe. But I think this throw right here really showed Utah's defense, like, damn, okay, he can sit in the pocket and let it rip, right? So this could have potentially given Utah second thoughts about bringing pressure down the road. So this is a ball over the middle to the slot receiver here, a little post/dig route. It's a good job by Richardson. Stay in the pocket, right? So you got boom, protected here, does a good job in the pocket. You can see number 1, his receiver, the transfer from AZ State, I believe, about to make a cut in. Right, he makes the cut in, throws a freaking rocket, right? Open receiver, zone coverage here. Throws a great ball. Boom, ends up being a first down again. 3rd and 15. They know it's going to be a pass. Utah's planning for the pass, so no play action can get them out of position. Here we go. Richardson drops back to pass and just lets it rip. He had several throws like this in the last night against Utah. Let's go ahead and watch one more throw of Richardson. All right, here's another throw to Pearsall down the middle of the field. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. But again, I think this combination is going to be dangerous from Richardson to his go-to receiver from last night, at least throughout the season. So anyways, let's go ahead and watch this clip. I forget what down and distance it is, but again, it's a passing down. It might be 1st and 10. I think they might have just got a completion. But regardless, it's passing down 10 yards. Utah only brings 4 here. So again, they're dropping 7 into coverage. Boom, you can see that Richardson's reading over here. Safety is getting out of position. Richardson comes back around, able to hit his guy, middle of the field. Great throw. Let's watch it one more time. I think look at Richardson's eyes right off the bat. He's left side, reading field side, comes back, maybe a backside type route. Boom, ends up being a good first down. It's just another example of Richardson in the pocket and just being able to let it rip on a passing situation. All right, Florida fans, so just 2 throws showcasing Richardson's ability to throw from within the pocket on passing situations, right? You saw Utah drop 7 down or 7 back in both those throws. He's able to stay in the pocket. Great protection up front, too, and then Richardson's able to let it rip over the middle of the field. It's going to be a deadly combination or a deadly combo with games to come, right, during the season. So the takeaways from Richardson, no negative plays, no sacks, largely because of his ability to run and because the O-line did a good job. That's the perfect combination. And then, of course, he's able to make the throws and run the offense efficiently. And then, of course, the big plays, right? The kind of improvement areas that you want to improve on, trust your first read, and then be patient at times, let the play develop, and that comes with experience. So, again, this is the breakdown of Richardson against a great Utah defense. And Florida's got Kentucky coming up. So we'll have a video of what Richardson needs to do against Kentucky's defense, as well as what Levis needs to do against Florida's defense. We'll kind of combine that video and make it into one to preview both quarterbacks and both defenses. But another exciting game coming up for Florida fans. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of Richardson in the comments below. What are y'all looking forward to seeing him and kind of what you think his improvement area is? Let us know. We'll see you next time on the next quarterback-related video.